That was conversations with an African brother today at work, and the brother just happened to be a Gemini too. And because today is Tuesday, which I'd say Tuesday ruled by Jupiter. I mean Mercury. So Gemini. So up until the point of me having a conversation with him, just bring it home real quick. I wasn't really feeling the day, Thinking about going the fuck back home. This just didn't feel like being at work. But anyway, we got to talking, and he talking about being black people. And he was like, what does it mean to be black? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, where are you going with this? Because I heard him and another brother talking about it. Him and the Aquarius. Not interestingly, but the science is all around us. Like every day I see shit and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's an Aquarius talking to a Gemini, which I happen to know this Aquarius' chart, so I know his moon is in Gemini. Today is Tuesday, it's ruled by Mercury. So I end up pulling Aquarius to the side because Aquarius is actually going to in the process of becoming a Freemason. Like right now, he didn't went through the first little, whatever the fuck. I don't know how the shit go, but whatever. Anyway, he went to the first little thing and he on his way. Whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And he asking me shit and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the person. With Freemasonry, blah 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 blah. So I end up having to pull him to the side and just chop it up with him about what the African brother was saying, because he was like, you know what I'm saying, the African brother was tripping. I'm like, no, he's not. And what made me do this video was because he said exactly what, like, I personally first only heard Moors say this. He said exactly what that Moors have been saying, you know what I'm saying, about us. He said this was his exact words. He said, sometimes we look at y'all and we like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? That was his exact words. African brother from Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? But he been over here for 20 years. He by my age. He like a couple years older than me, I think. So he been here most of his life. He's a true African American. Like, you people are not African Americans. He moved over here when he was like 15. Now he's like 30 something, 35 or some shit. See what I'm saying? So he's a true African American. He said that he proved that point one day. But anyway, he was like, it was important to me because he said, we be like. So he's talking about him and his people, right? Analyzing us as a people. And he's like, they say about us, what the hell are y'all? What the hell is wrong with y'all? I said, damn, yeah, I know y'all do. I know y'all do. Y'all have to. Because, he was saying how, we'll treat a motherfucker from Jamaica like they not one of us. We'll say, oh no, he ain't black, he's Jamaican. I'm like, because when he first brought it to me, we was kind of bumping heads with what we was saying. Then I stopped him. I said, okay, hold on. What's black? And he was like, well, hell, that's what I want to know from you. I'm like, okay. So he think I'm coming from the same perspective as the average African American, right? So I'm like, I said, there's three people on this planet. You had the original person, the so-called Negroid, if you will, the Mongoloid, which is the so-called Asian type, and then you have the Caucasoid, which is the so-called white person. Three people on this planet. And Mexicans fall into the Mongoloid category, or the Caucasian category. It's on the mixture, or hell, the Negro category, if you just want to talk about it, because Mexico ain't nothing but a land. It got a lot of people over there. Okay, so what we saying? I told him that. He's like, okay, man, I can fuck with that. So he's like, so that's when he was like, we look at he was talking about Kamala Harris. You niggas don't get this, like. Man, y'all really, like, Obama made y'all life better? Did Obama make America better? Look here, man. It's not about Obama, but my point is that then nothing changed for y'all. And even if it was somehow good for his 8 years that we was in office, or what the fuck ever, but now you got Trump. So what did it really get you? Okay, so my point is that, why do you think she's any different from him? Why do you think he was any different from Bush? Why do you think Bush was any different from Clinton? God damn it. Why do you think you motherfuckers still talking about voting? Somebody said, oh man, I know I'm going out. Here we go. Motherfucker talking about you black folks we mad because our voice isn't. Oh my God, our voice isn't heard in politics, so we don't vote. But our voice isn't heard in politics because we don't vote. Niggas voted for Obama. What happened? Whole bunch of public executions. YouTube, Facebook Live, Instagram Live. All you seen was cops shooting black folks. All that shit, Trayvon Martin, all that shit happened during his presidency. Do we have a name to call in the Bush presidency? But how many names can we call in the Obama presidency of young black people who were murdered by the police or some racist white person, right? Like, people done already put the memes out there. They out there for you. Like, why y'all not? I mean, they out there about Kamala Harris's. I guess I'm saying her name right. I don't know. I really don't care. Her track record, her voting record, and how many people, how she sent a lot of minorities to prison when she was doing whatever the fuck she was before, whatever she is now. I don't care. I don't pay attention. No, I don't pay attention because they're all okay. Okay. Anyway, I'm not, because they're all a part of a system which the system is corrupt. None of them are Jesus. None of them. If Obama wasn't Jesus, then she damn sure ain't Jesus. Because she ain't no different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Jesus is not going to come out of this government and then save the people. It's not going to happen. So my point is, whether you believe in that story or not, that Jesus returning or blah, 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 that's not the point. The point is the system is corrupt. What good is going to come out of it? It doesn't matter what you vote for. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Look what system they in. Matter of fact, the African brother was telling me how Kamala Harris's whole platform or whatever is how the system is messed up. But she's running to be head of the system. So this is his point. And that's what I was telling the young Aquarius brother. I'm like, excuse me, and he's 100% correct. Black folks are fucking idiots. No, I'm sorry, man. Like, we are as a people, we people who believe we are black. Nothing about me is black except my hair, right? This jacket is black. I'm brown as shit. My hair is black on my face. I'm brown as shit. Red even. Maybe I'm copper tone, like the Aboriginal Americans were. You think? Brown bag test type shit? No? Okay. So, my point with Kamala Harris was, on the radio, he said, the African brother was talking to me, he was like, they were saying how she mixed with, okay, yeah, I think her daddy is Jamaican, right? And her mom is Indian or some shit, or something he was saying. I don't know. I washed my hands with this shit a long time ago. I know that if we as a people, us people who call ourselves black people, if we are going to truly uplift ourselves, we're going to have our own system. And we have a system put in place for us. It's called the Moorish Divine and National Movement. It's not perfect because people aren't perfect. Okay? So you're going to have problems in your system, but the Moorish Science Temple, I'll take that back. The Divine and National Moorish Movement isn't corrupt because it's founded on principle. Love, true peace, freedom, and justice. If they're not practicing the principles, then they're going against the movement. You understand what I'm saying? And that aspect of whatever they're doing may be corrupt, like the Moorish Science Temple. But the Moorish Science Temple is not the Divine and National Moorish Movement. It's just a part of it. You see what I'm saying? So we as a people have something, and we're throwing it away because Surah Seti said that Moors put you in slavery. But Moor means dark-skinned person. So you don't know which nigga put you in slavery, the Moor or the black guy, or the Aboriginal dude, or the Cometian guy, or the Hebrew Israelite. When all those are dark-skinned people, so they all fall under the category of Moor. when more was written before Europeans were created. So what's the problem? Ego is the problem. Black folks with your fucking ego. That's our problem. You think you know every goddamn thing. And when somebody try to tell you something, you get all in your fucking feelings instead of just listening and looking it up. And you know what I'm saying? Prove it wrong. All these fucking people out here talking right now, prove it wrong. Anyway, man. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Just talking to my African brothers, and he confirmed exactly what, you know what I'm saying, the people who are on the path or what have you been telling you. That these other races, these other nations, these other countries out here look at us like we some goddamn fools for accepting this black African American bullshit. Period. And then we accept this big ass this one term as a blanket for all of us as a people, yet still discriminate against each other as a people with the term. It's insanity. Literally, it's insanity. Anyway, man, I just kind of went on a rant. It's Tuesday. Tuesday about Mercury. I have no idea what Mercury is. I forgot to look. Peace and love. Take it easy.